by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will get the ball first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Connection to the right. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will take the field for the first time. Running back searching for a hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Give to the back. Pass the 1st down marker and still running. They ripped off a big one and they get it down to the 27. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you've got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not 1 single inch forward on any of them. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he... out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle. And those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man down the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying the left side. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. And the Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Ohio State!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the red zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the RPO, complete. At the 35, he's open. Lowers those pads. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Cornhuskers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Huskers now with a long motion. Bears the pressure. He'll try to do it himself.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Might be changing the route. They're looking to throw on second and short. Trying to get behind the defense. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Handoff from the gun. Not enough space. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They give it to him again. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Buckeyes are threatening on first and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Chambers. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. The Cornhuskers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Going over the top. He's got it along the sideline. Breaks free. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Breaks into the open.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon State. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dances away. Slithers into space. He goes out of bounds, and he is really close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll move the tight end. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the ground with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. Back to throw, it's Chambers. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Using the quick game. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line. And the Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Good, right down the boulevard. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. To the air on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into
is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Reads it, fires complete. Turning it on. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Huskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air, it's Chambers.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today.
The Cornhuskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralized.
Going deep. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Made a defender miss. And they'll get him down after a solid return. They'll go back to work on offense. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On the run, it's Denson. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! I think it's fair to say he didn't exactly have blazing speed on that one, but efficiently maneuvers his way into the end zone.
He had enough speed, Reese, to get into the end zone. That's what he had. That's all you need. You don't have to have the fastest 40 time in the world. Can you get in the end zone? Yes, he can.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm. Yeah,
or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
From the gun, the running back has it. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Right back to the well. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ginn. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Off play action. Finds the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down or else they are really in trouble. Looking to pass. It's Chambers. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Huskers will punt this one away. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Finding an escape route. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
He's got it on the right. Right down the gut of the field. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
Well, he's to have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the punishment has been extended.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. 4 touchdowns on the day.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. To the air, it's Chambers. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Huskers send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on.
Oh, he's got some space. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
He'll pull it on the read.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ginn. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Going for the big play. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Tight end now in motion. Looking for space. It's Denson. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Chambers. Pressure coming. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just
there he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know.
He tries to take the top off. Intercepted deep in his own end. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game win. They fake it, and he'll try to run it in.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
This offense has it with really good field position. Rides the back on the option, the give. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Cornhuskers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now on the move. Got enough for the first. He's loose. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what.
They fake it. Goes to the tight end. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball in the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Still on his feet. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking downfield, it's Chambers. Fires to the big fella. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And here comes the offense on second down.